Alright, let's see how short we can make this. This is my 43-foot fiberglass mast right now. Problem is, because it's so close to the house, causes interference with some of our computers in there. I've got a steel post here that the neighbor said I could tie off to. I'm thinking about pounding like a 10-foot pole in next to it, and so I can tie off a rope to it up higher than waist level. This is too close. The idea is, I'm going to do some walking and huffing and puffing here, but the idea is to move that behind the shed. I've got very, very limited space around here. I've stretched out a 100-foot long dipole, but somewhere, not next to that shed, but somewhere between that little bush thing and that little bush thing, I need to figure out a point in here that I can get some guy ropes, and then maybe over towards that side of the shed, and then towards that side of the shed for 3 points. I'm thinking about right in this area. It's usually full of weeds and what have you. I can pound a pipe or drill a hole or something. Thing is, this metal mast right here is same height as the other one. It's got a bunch of guy rings on it, and I plan on using all of them, because that bad boy is freaking heavy and I don't want it to come down. All right, so that's a solution I think I can come up with. Biggest problem with my property is power lines coming in across here, so I have to avoid that area. Let's walk around to the other side. I'll probably still utilize those ground wires that I put in for the rest of my system. All right, so this side of the house is no good either, because I've got big old power wires coming in off the pole right here. I want to try and get rid of my guy ropes. Will definitely go away because I'm using that pole to tie off one of the guys on the 43-footer right now, and it's pretty light, so wife's already worried about that. My yard's pretty limited. So either that taller tree or the shorter bush, probably the tree, will be one side of the dipole that I'm planning on putting up, and back over there is where that metal pipe is that I have for a marker on where I'm probably going to put the mast. I don't necessarily have to go 40 feet in the air, but it'd be nice. So the wire will run this way to the mast, and then slightly V off that way towards the metal pipe over there in the corner, and then that'll be the other leg. And I just need to figure out how long a coax I need to get from somewhere in here, from somewhere up here, over to the house on the other side of the shed, without drilling any holes, any screws or anything into the sheds or the house. So I'll get some anchors, and then I can take that vertical down. That way when I'm running full legal limit, it doesn't destroy my wife's computer. 100 watts. As you can see, the proximity is enough to do some minor vibrations on her screen. So that's what we're trying to figure out. Sorry about that. As far as getting the coax out here, however high the thing is up there, I'm going to have to route the coax all the way around the edge of the shed, which will be fine. I can do that without attaching anything. There's already some things attached. I'll just have to get really long coax, run it over to this edge, keeping it low underneath that power wire, and then I can zip tie to that little insulator up there, run it up over the top through the drain, just like the other one for the coax TV is, down and then into the pit where the shack is at. That's my idea. AE7QT.